Hi, Aaron Green, Big Struggle, owner of Struggle Made Me. You're watching League TV. Struggle Made Me clothing and motivational speaking. The clothing portion, we offer various different clothing options. We're around the United States now, looking to go worldwide. Struggle Made Me as an entity with motivation. We work with youth, partner with nonprofits, and just try to give kids another outlet instead of the streets. My brand came from, I used to go by League Bound AG, and that was just, the name League Bound kind of kept me on the path of trying to get to the NFL. So it kind of guided my decisions. If I'm calling myself League Bound, obviously I have to make decisions in order for me to get to that next level. Football didn't work, and one thing that was consistent in my life along with football is struggle. My personal struggles, I went through a lot in my life, and so struggle was something that I used for motivation, and I turned it into a clothing brand. It was tough. I went through a depression period because football was like number one. But one thing I kept seeing is that when I would tell my story, it would motivate people to kind of get through their situation. So I started branding without really knowing what branding was, and then I just kind of tapped in, and it spread like wildfire. And instead of me having to speak in front of thousands and thousands of people, if I'm not able to speak, I put messages in my clothing where they can get quotes directly from me. So it's like I'm speaking to people anyway. I always say if I can't control it, it can't matter. And once I really learned that, there's a lot of things that are just out of our control that we tend to kind of fall into and try to control. But if I can't control it, it can't matter. I can only control what I can control. I broke in organically, really. Like I had a lot of people who knew me with football, and knew by like the names I would go by. I showed a lot of love. It was a lot of support even on the football ring, and then once I jumped into clothing, it was immediate support. So just being genuine. People know what I do with the kids, and it's been amazing to see the support I get with the clothing also. Honestly, clothing found me. I put my logo on a shirt and decided to try to get more shirts, and it just kind of spread. And now I kind of design as I go. I'm not a fashion designer, but I see stuff and then I kind of put my own twist on it. And I did urban wear, but now we're starting to break the mold into real fashion. I never knew what that looked like, but I always told myself that if I was going to get into something, I don't want to just be labeled as like urban. I want to go to fashion weeks in Paris and that type of stuff. I want Struggle Made Me to do numbers, real numbers. So I never want to compete with us. I want to compete with the Gucci's, the Louis Vuittons. So if I want to do that, I got to do real fashion. Struggle is a weight. Trauma is a weight. I think it's something that we got to learn how to kind of work through, because a lot of times our struggles and our traumas are what's holding us back from really truly finding our purpose and what we're here for. So I encourage anybody, if it's something that you need help with or want to seek help, therapy is amazing. We got to learn how to get over these humps because we're holding ourselves back by holding on to that stuff.
What has been your biggest challenge in business?
My biggest challenge in business has been funding. Just funding myself, you know what I mean? Organically funding, like hustling, using my paycheck. That's been a struggle because I have more clients or more customers than I have clothing. So I learned that early on, and it just made me hustle a little harder. So it's literally like just keep flipping, and send the money out there and get it back. You know what I mean? And it's been working. I'm learning though. Yeah, like I said, I walked into this lane and didn't really know what it was, but I've learned a lot. I'm most proud of just seeing how far it can go. I'm from east side of Indianapolis, so to see my clothing made it to Africa, that's me in Africa. You know what I mean? Like, that's a portion of me. That's a portion of my father who was murdered. He's in Africa with the clothing because this is what it started from. And my mom's there because her struggles is what started Struggle Made Me. So just to see that if you hustle hard enough and you do the right things and you genuine, man, blessings come out of everywhere. And so I just been proud. I've been able to have people take pictures in front of the Eiffel Tower. You know what I'm saying? And professional athletes are wearing it. And I'm getting more and more celebrities reaching out or having to reach out, and they're accepting of the clothing because they like it. So I'm excited. I don't really put a roof on where we can go, but we're going to keep pushing.